Hi, this is Coronavirus Monologue, day 59. The young people don't seem to be taking this coronavirus pandemic seriously. I mean, every time the doctors say that even young people still might be carriers, all the kids just want to know, does that mean they're going to have to swallow condoms? Apparently, not everybody qualifies to get the coronavirus test. So all of a sudden, healthcare is becoming as competitive as the Olympics. No one can figure out why the coronavirus has hit Italy so hard. I mean, come on. I mean, let's face it. Mario and Luigi aren't that annoying. In New York, the grocery stores are allowed to stay open during the lockdown, but so are the liquor stores. Apparently, people are so panicked they're willing to drink toilet paper. I'm surprised that Italy has been hit so hard. I mean, I saw The Godfather too. I thought going to the mattresses was a natural thing for Italians. Rand Paul just tested positive for the coronavirus. Actually, this is the first anything that Rand Paul has been connected to that's positive since Donald Trump was elected. And Rand Paul tested positive for coronavirus, but even so, that curly piece of shit on the front of his head is still negative. Andrea Merkel is in quarantine. She doesn't have the disease yet, but even so, if I was Andrea, I think I'd think twice before if anybody suggested I take a shower. The first prisoner in federal custody has been diagnosed with coronavirus, but don't worry, it's not Melania. Am I crazy? But every time Trump calls a news conference about the coronavirus, he shows up late. I mean, really late. He's worse than those tests that aren't available for 8 days or whenever after you take them. Everybody's depending on takeout these days. Even hookers are making house calls. That's true. That's true. Grubhub is more popular than Pornhub. Why is Trump always late for every emergency White House briefing on coronavirus? I mean, this is a pandemic. Isn't that like yelling fire and then calling up the fire department and saying, what time can you make it? The only two places open in New York now are grocery stores and liquor stores. But drunks, not drinks, but drunks are still having to figure out where the cork is on a roll of toilet paper. Trump spent a lot of time during yesterday's briefing talking about how much money he'd lost being president. I think he's trying to present himself as just a man of the people at Mar-a-Lago. The market lost, I mean, think of it. The market just lost 10,000 points and everything's closed and everyone is out of work. But Trump wants credit for being president and losing money on the deal. Supposedly, check out the kids and Kushner. But the good news is that maybe it proves that he just forgot to short the market like Burr did. Trump called out the National Guard in 3 states. That's the closest Trump's come to military service since he had that battle with bone spurs in the 60s. The supply of masks is about as short right now as the president's fingers. We forget that New Orleans still went ahead with Mardi Gras in the face of this coronavirus pandemic. But during the parade, the people on the floats were throwing face masks instead of beads and trinkets. You know, I'd have much more faith in Mitch McConnell if he didn't look as if he'd lost his chin to the coronavirus pandemic, I'd have more faith in Mitch McConnell. And that's the coronavirus monologue for day 58.